Yes, and there's no secret, by the way. I'll hand out the recipe. It's really easy to make.
You know
But
what? That's what I like about you, Jake. You just put it on the table and you're like, here's what it is. If you want to make the margarita yourself, make the margarita yourself. There's enough tequila for everybody.
that's pretty much what we're doing with real estate.
Size are on site, gotta keep grinding, make sure that it lasts forever, not only one night.
Hey everyone, what's up? It's Noah from Cola REI, famously hot real estate group, famously hot real estate market. It's the first of the month. And for us as real estate investors, we love the first of the month because you know what that means. Two things. Number one, hopefully your rents came in, right? It's the first of the month. Rents are coming in. Life is good. Second reason we love the first of the month is because it's time for our market update with one of our favorite real estate agents, Jacob Barnhill from Team Barnhill. He's going to be sharing with us numbers and what's going on out there in the marketplace. So without further ado, let's get Jacob on the big show. What's up, Jake? How you doing, man?
What's up? It is a hot market, and I love that sizzle reel, man. I've actually been working on mine for some stuff that I'm doing, so I always get amped up with that. It's good stuff.
Yeah, some Johnny Bad Luck, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So I'm
Cool,
gonna
man.
throw your info up here because I just find what we're gonna be talking about super valuable. So if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to you. But yeah, tell us what's going on. What's going on? Share with us some numbers. You're a numbers guy. I know you look at them every day.
Yeah. So just to give everybody a recap for last year, we were ended last year with an increase of 10.5% year over year, right? From 2019 to 2020. And our average price point, I think it was 247. I'm going off the top of my head. It was in the high 240s, right? To end last year. So where we're at for the month of April 2021, we're at average $254,123 compared to last year at this time for April, right? We're up 17.2% April 21 versus 2020. We're an average of 29 days on market. 1,150 is the number of homes that sold this last month, and we have 899 listings for sale, which is super low. Our market normally for the last years has sat around 4,000 homes for sale at any given time. So
And we're at what right now?
899.
899. So that's like nothing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing to remember is it's just a super competitive market all around, right? We're looking at retail numbers, you know, those properties for our investors that are coming on the market, ARV, things like that. But what I tell my retail buyers, and it still holds true for investors, I think I know there's a lot of homes. There's a lot more homes that are selling right now. It feels like there's not a lot because they go so fast, but there's actually more homes that are selling. Right.
Yeah.
I think we ended with like over 15,000 homes that sold last year. So they're selling for more, and there's more that's selling, and it's selling faster. Right. So it's not that there's
Velocity.
not deals. You got to be ready.
Yeah. Man, that's cool, man. Hey, what's your favorite number? Like, I know you look at this like all the time. Like, what's like one thing that you always get like amped up to look at? Like, what's your favorite stat?
My favorite stat. That's a good question, man.
Is
I
it
would
average
say,
price or?
you know, this is kind of an interesting one that I see sellers, because you know I do a lot of traditional sales too. So like I think it could vary for me with investor versus retail. I've had sellers mess this up, and this is actually another number we were going to go over is sales versus sales price increases. I've had sellers get that scrambled in their mind, like
Yeah.
the amount of homes versus the price of homes, right?
Okay.
Because the paper's saying sales are down, right? Well, and that was actually just like I think it was like for a month, and it was in the paper, and somebody actually showed it to me one time, and he's like, he wasn't believing the market information that I had in front of me. So I always think that's an interesting one. And I'm like, those are two different things, right? Don't get them mixed up. Sale, the actual amount of homes, right, and the sale price of homes.
Yeah, I love looking at days on market, man, because I've never, for the longest time we were investing here, it was like, I always put in our numbers. We price aggressively. I always plan on 2 to 3 months for houses to sell. And now the fact that it's like less than 30 days is just, it seems like all the flips that we're putting on the market are going so quick.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing for us as investors.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, there's a lot of numbers. I don't really have a favorite one. They all that's the thing with numbers. They don't really make sense until you kind of compare them and see what else is going on, because we can make stats and all kinds of stuff look all kinds of different ways. So it's interesting to kind of look at lots of numbers. For me, it tells a story, right?
Yeah. And I was on a, I'll share this with you guys since we're talking about investing too. Like I was on a webinar today with a short sale expert. So we were talking about foreclosures and all of the things that are going on right now. And he had some interesting numbers, because I feel like we're in this perfect storm for us, because there is going to be inventory coming to the market, but it's not going to be inventory that's optimal for like the retail buyer, right? They're not going to be able to pay cash. They're not going to want to, most people aren't going to want to have the house that hasn't had anybody, hasn't had the power on in 6 months and everything that goes along with that. And that's the foreclosure market. Right. So he was saying that 10% of all FHA mortgages in the U.S., I believe it was in the U.S., are in serious default. And so what's interesting is we're trying to figure out, they're looking at this number because a lot of people are in forbearance, but they don't necessarily have to be in forbearance. Like they took the action to do so just because nobody knew what was going to happen with a year ago with the market, the world, the sky is falling.
Right.
And once everything kind of seemed like it was going to be okay, it was like, all right, they're waiting to see the repercussions of that. So we'll keep an eye on that. But I imagine there's going to be some foreclosure waves coming. So as investors, we'll be able to buy those up and put a beautiful product onto the market that's selling quick at higher prices than we've ever seen before here.
Yeah, I think it's still good to make sure that you're getting a good deal, especially those new investors that might get too hungry too quick and they're trying to get a good deal. I think you should still be buying super safe. But I was looking at Keeping Current Matters. They're market experts. They were dishing out some national data, and they were projecting that interest rates are projected to stay low. Nationally, home sales, not home price, sales are projected to grow by 7%, and prices are projected nationally to appreciate by another 3 to 4%. We're probably going to see more, I think, in Colombia.
I think so too. Man, that's awesome. Thanks for that. Anything else you want to share with the group?
Well, man, we'll keep it short and sweet today. This was good. I'm excited for our event this week, and I get to make margaritas and talk about real estate. Two of my favorite things.
For those of you watching, Jake makes the best margarita. I don't know what the secret is, but you got to be there. So it's this Wednesday, May 5th.
Yep.
Cinco de Mayo. We're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. We've got an expert panel. We're bringing in a best-selling author, former Green Beret best-selling author. Mike's got more than $10 million worth of real estate in his portfolio. We've got another guy, Dr. Toby. Dr. Toby's coming, who is he specializes in managing Airbnbs, right? Nationwide.
He likes military markets.
He goes to military markets. Some of these places I've never even heard of this place before, right? But you know it, Jake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So big time investor, which is super cool. We've got Angela Holiday coming in as well, a local real estate agent, investor, fortune builder, and Christy's going to be there, right?
Heck yeah.
So we can't have her come to too many because she's going to take over my position as doing all the talking. So, but we're so stoked to have her, and she's going to add so much value. She did a webinar today to a nationwide group of investors on short-term rentals. So we're going to be teaching about Airbnbs, VRBO, the model, and Christy's play on all of that is renting out to travel nurses, and it's been phenomenal. And she'll share some of her secrets with the group. So be there, register, right? Because we've got tons of planning, freebies. We got some cool stuff going down May 5th, 6 p.m. At the REUP.
I'm excited, man. I think this is going to turn out way better than we thought it was. We got a lot of people signed up, and margaritas. And there's no secret, by the way. I'll hand out the recipe. It's really easy to make.
That's what I like about you, Jake. You just put it on the table and you're like, here's what it is. If you want to make the margarita yourself, make the margarita yourself. There's enough tequila for everybody.
That's pretty much what we're doing with real estate this Wednesday, 6 p.m.
All right, man. I'll see you there. All right.
All right, man. Peace.